Hey, welcome back. It's Green Thumb. Thought you guys might want to see what's going on with the secret garden. Check that out. Lots of green. All right, I'll flip the camera around and I will give you guys a walkthrough. Hold on. All right, here we are. So we've been getting rain pretty much every second day. So we haven't been having to water this at all. The Mother Nature's taking care of it for me. So this is where we are. We've got the onions are coming along. I mean, they're not as far as I'd like them to be, but you know, we've got time left this season. We've got, here's the leeks. They're doing all right. Got peppers up there. They're taking off. We've got a bunch growing, lots of flowers. There's the potato patch. All right. So I don't think I released a video, but we got hit with some sort of microburst here a few weeks ago, and it completely flattened this whole patch. I had to climb into the center of those things and cut out all kinds of dead plants. So the fact that it's come back, look at that. Hundreds of pounds of potatoes in there. Here's the peppers. We've got Tabasco peppers in here and green peppers and some of my Alma paprika peppers. Stuff the marigolds at the end as pest control. All right, give you guys a shot of the zucchini. They're coming along. When we had that storm, we had all kinds of hail come through and it beat these leaves all to hell. Look here. So at least it's coming back. Lots of fresh growth. Little golden zucchini hiding in there. And we picked a green zucchini off of here earlier. Yep. Big plants, eh? So zucchini, we're gonna be eating lots of. We just ran a bunch through our dehydrator. Some golden zucchini. We've got, see the carrots? They're coming along and we're barely gonna have to do any thinning, right? Using that little square foot gardening jig and being careful with your seeds. Because I mean, why waste them? And why would you want to have to go through here and thin all of these, right? So if you have about 2 inches apart, you should be pretty good for your carrots. The black raspberry is pretty much past due, but that's okay. We got 6 cups from our plant at home. The blackberry, it's kind of just in a holding pattern here. This isn't going to be its long-term home. We're going to transplant to our long-term home. And in here we have parsnip. I've never grown parsnip, so I guess this is the parsnip. Kind of looks like carrot tops almost. Right? Almost looks like cilantro, but I don't want to rub the leaves in case I damage them and it turns out to be the parsnip and I've just wiped the whole top out. See, there's more parsnip. And a dandelion, I don't think so. There's a raspberry. You guys like the tags? Comment in the section, let me know. Tell me what you think of these things. They're vertical blinds that we just cut up into sections. That's a black raspberry. And I'll back out here so you can see how big this cucamelon's getting. So this trellis at the top is about 5 feet tall. And you guys are seeing about 6 feet wide section, give or take, over to here. So, and that's only a couple little tiny cucamelon plants. By the time summer's over, this is going to be a wall of green. We're not going to be able to see through it. Or at least that's the plan. The cucumbers are coming along, and the squash. We've got our burpless over here. See, rocking and rolling. So we're just tying them up and up and up and up. And this whole, all of the trellis netting you guys see from here across the back end of the garden to that corner and all down that side is all going to be green. Here's our little watermelon. Oh, cantaloupe. It's coming, right? Slowly. I don't know if we're gonna get any fruit off of that. Here's the bush beans. Purple, yellow, and green. And these things all just usually have tons of little clusters. They're pretty though, huh? Look at that. And then I need to do a little bit of trimming on these. I just cleaned up some that were low to the ground, so that's probably just all that. Look at that. Cucumbers, yay! And then here's the tomato patch. Most of these tomatoes are sitting at about 4.5, 5 feet tall. I'll give you guys a better look here. Oh, get rid of that. So we do have lots of tomatoes, but path is getting pretty narrow now. They're all on strings, so as you guys can see, right, as the plant grows, it's staked at the bottom, and then you just wrap it round and round and round until you get to about a foot from the top, because then it makes it easier when you have to come and rewrap them in a couple of days. And then that just goes up to one of these spools. And then whenever this string gets too tight because we use up our slack, I just uncoil another loop off of that and it just lowers it. So this is called a lower and lean technique. So as you guys can see how it's leaning? It's just hanging out. And as this plant gets taller, I'll just keep tying up to the top, and they just hang like this. Let's see if we can get you guys into the center here. Here we go. Right, so lots of pruning, but there's no suckers, right? Don't let suckers grow. Suckers grow here in the center, right where the branch and the main stem come out, the sun leaves, right? Right where they come out, you can see where I've cut off all the suckers. But isn't that nice? Look at this. These are sweet Datorinos. I've never grown these before. They're a little tiny cherry tomato. And then back here, we've got a whole wall of cucumbers growing all the way down to the end. So you can see them all the way out there. Grown some basil. So essentially, like I said, what I've done is everything has a square foot pattern in this place. So every bit of square inch has been replanted. So if it's not basil, it's a marigold. If it's not a marigold, it's a couple of onions. If it's not a couple of onions, it's a bush bean plant. So the entire goal of this garden is to pull out as much food per square cubic foot as I can rip out of here. That's the goal. So thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update, let you know how things are happening over here. But look at this. Look at these potatoes. What? Potato flowers. Cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So like, subscribe, join the channel, shoot me a comment, join the conversation, spread this around to your friends, you know, all those good things. And yeah, have a wonderful day. All right, see you later. Bye. So we'll take you guys for a walk around of the outside of the garden so you guys can see some of the things that's a little hard to see from the inside. So there's the cucumbers. We have 4 different kinds of cucumbers growing. We've got 2 kinds of pickling cucumbers. We've got Boston pickling and national pickling. And then we're growing Marketmore cucumbers and burpless cucumbers. And these are pie pumpkins. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up a fence right here, like a 2.5 foot wall, 2.5 foot tall fence, just to keep all this stuff contained. You see, we're growing the cukes right up the fence. So they're taking off. They're doing all right. See it better from back here. We've got that little cantaloupe I was showing you guys from inside. And then look at this. Boom! And they're rooting to the ground, so I can't move them anymore. There's some of those cucumbers. So one thing I am finding is some of these cucumber vines are trying to grow up through the chicken netting. And what's happening is it's getting all jammed up. So I've got to come through and trim some of it out. And then here's that cucumber. It's all out the back, right? See it? It's all down there on the ground. So I'm trying to train it to grow up because these things grow so prolifically. Oh, hey, look at that. We got one ready. There's a cucamelon. First one of the season. So that's about full size right there. And oh, there's more. See? These things hide. They're sneaky like that. This is why I want them way up that trellis. Oh, see? Remember I told you they grow? So this is just the start. So obviously, yeah, more. So I'm gonna have to really make an effort to get these things climbing. Maybe I'm gonna have to hang or string some bamboo up, and these things will just maybe climb up the bamboo further. Because as you guys can see, there's some hiding, so now I'm gonna have to get all up and, oh yeah, see? Way down inside. Now you see the advantage of having it up on a trellis like this? Okay, well, looks like I have some picking to do. Okay guys, have a great day. See ya.